This Father's Day, Tommy John exclusive Father's Day gift sets. Use the code HERD at TommyJohn.com for 20% off your first order. TommyJohn.com exclusive Father's Day gift sets. I'm wearing it right now. I got a black tee on from Tommy John. Doug Gottlieb will be joining us this hour. LeVar Ball next hour. I am going to pin LeVar down on serious basketball stuff because actually he was wildly accurate on most of his predictions what would happen. He should be. Lonzo's his son. He does have a pipeline to the organization. So we'll talk about that. Herdline News in a couple of minutes with Joy, of course. This story this morning, I mean, the Warriors are falling apart. Klay Thompson, MRI confirmed he has a hamstring strain, so he will not be at 100%. I don't know how you play with a bad hamstring in the NBA. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you guard anybody. Now, he's a catch-and-shoot guy. You can throw the ball to him. He can shoot. That won't hurt him. But what is remarkable, Kevon Looney is also out. Boogie Cousins and Iggy are not at 100%. And in fact, Boogie's not out. He's just out of shape. And Kevin Durant will not play. It is remarkable to me that Las Vegas has Golden State as a 6-point favorite tomorrow night. I will take Toronto. They don't play lousy generally in back-to-back games. It's a veteran team. They can't shoot that poorly. Pascal Siakam will play better than he played last game. Lowry was annoying at best last game. I think Toronto will actually play great and take a 2-1 series lead. The Warriors' offense is going to be fine if Klay's hobbling around the court. Listen, they shot 46.5% against the Raptors in 4 games so far this year. Offense, you know, they'll shoot 46%. They shot about 47% against the rest of the league, so Toronto's defense is better. But you talk about losing flexibility defensively. Iggy's a great defender. He's not healthy. Klay's a great defender. I'm sorry, but a hamstring strain does not go away in 4 days. So... And Vegas must know something because they got him as a 6-point favorite. And by the way, it opened at 5.5. It's gone up to 6. And the only thing I can guess on this is that this series, this will be the first game at Oracle since I think like May 12th or May 15th, May 16th. So Oracle's been sitting there for a couple of weeks dying for NBA basketball. So it will be like game 1 in Toronto. It'll be a madhouse. You saw by game 2 in Toronto, the crowd wasn't as quiet, wasn't jacked up. But when an NBA team hasn't been home for a while and it's a great NBA team and they need a ton of support because they're all beat up, this is not like they're going in fully ammo, ready to go, locked and loaded. So Vegas, it's amazing to me, it's disrespectful that Kevin Durant's out, Klay won't be close to 100%, Kevon Looney, who's become a reliable player for them, is out, Boogie and Iggy are hurt, and Golden State is a 6-point favorite. That's incredible. That is just incredible in an NBA Finals. If I'm Toronto, if I'm Nick Nurse, I walk into the whiteboard in the locker room and I just put -6. That's what the league thinks of you. That's what Vegas thinks of you. You're a 6-point dog. That's a shocking number. I'm not going to bet it because earlier this year, I saw a number in the NBA. I thought it was the easiest bet of my life. And for 2 weeks after that, my family and I ate top ramen if we ate it all. So I'm not betting it. I'm just saying it's disrespectful. Joy with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
Ramen's so good in college, though.
What's that?
Top ramen.
Oh.
What a great meal. Toss a little hot sauce on it.
It was an entree. It wasn't even an app. It was.
And everyone has their specific way that they cook it, like the amount of time they have it in there to get the noodles right. It's a good meal.
The best.
Sticking with those Warriors injuries, they're going to need contributions from just about everyone who sees the court and great games from Steph and Draymond, which is why the latest Finals MVP odds have Steph as a big favorite. -200. Followed by Kawhi Leonard, who's plus 280, and then Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, and Pascal Siakam.
Makes
Woj
sense.
reported last night there's some optimism amongst the Warriors that Klay will play despite that hamstring strain, as you just said. I'm with you. Even if he does play, he's not going to be 100%.
He can't play defensively, won't be the same player.
Right. And like you said, I just don't think that the Raptors, they're too good of a team and they're too seasoned of a team. Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, they've been there before. They're going to make adjustments. They're not going to play the same defensively that they did, certainly in the third quarter, knowing that that's when the Warriors tend to go on those runs. So, I mean, the odds have changed a lot from pre-game 1 till now. But, I mean, Steph Curry being the favorite makes sense because Steph Curry is going to have to be
Well, they're also telling you, Joey,
otherworldly.
Vegas is telling you they think Golden State's going to win the series.
Yeah, they are saying that, which I don't believe. And I'm with you. I think Toronto wins tomorrow night.
I think Toronto wins tomorrow night.
The wine and cheese crowd is going to be a little more turnt than usual.
That's right. What's that word again?
Turnt.
That's a word I don't use much. I like that word.
Oh, you don't use turnt much?
I don't use turnt much.
You should sprinkle it in sparingly, but it's going to be a little more than usual.
You got me to say lit at least once a week
I was not responsible for that. I will not take credit for that. Kawhi Leonard has obviously had a successful first season with the Raptors, which has led many to wonder if he's going to stay in Toronto beyond this year, because most of us felt like it was going to be a one-year situation. But yesterday, some interesting news got out there. Michael Landsberg of TSN 1050 in Toronto has reported that Kawhi has purchased property in Toronto.
No.
Now, Kawhi also owns property in Southern California.
Right.
But his house in Southern California is nowhere near.
It's like an hour away down by San Diego.
It's not where he's going to live if he comes here and plays for the Clippers.
Right.
It's not realistic. I mean, you need a plane, literally. Forget a helicopter. Like, it's not close. So, it's a massive house, but not where he's going to stay if he plays for the Clippers during the season. No, I mean, look, maybe he's interested in real estate, so he's just,
I don't know.
Found a good property he liked.
I'm not a real estate icon, but in Canada, I believe an American has to pay a 15% tax to buy property in Canada. So if it's for investments, Americans don't buy Canadian property for investments generally, at least not a residential property. Maybe billionaires buy stuff.
Right.
But it's like if I wanted to buy a place in Vancouver, which is my favorite city maybe in North America, Vancouver, BC, it's a 15% tax on top of Canadian taxes to begin with.
Right.
So it's not a great, I wouldn't think, again, I'm not a real estate icon here, I wouldn't think there's better places in America to invest than Toronto.
Yeah, so an investment property doesn't make too much sense.
It doesn't make Miami, no state tax.
Right.
I don't know. It just feels to me that wouldn't be an investment thing. LA's economy is on fire. California's economy on fire.
It's a good investment if you're going to live in it.
Well,
although you did have a very nice penthouse available to you for free, so I don't know.
Don't take that.
Finally, the Lakers were pretty lucky in the draft lottery. They got the number 4 overall pick, but they might not be keeping that selection.
Oh.
According to ESPN, they are in active trade talks regarding the 4th pick and would be open to trading for a veteran who can help them win games next season. I don't know about this.
It's funny because I rely on my NBA scouts, guys I trust. They're very accurate. They all love 3 players in the draft. And then they all have a bunch of sleepers. And they always say this. There's 3 guarantees in this draft. Zion will be a good player. Ja Morant, RJ Barrett's going to score. And then all my scouts say they all have a different
answer for after that.
Yeah, after that, I got 4 different guys I ask. One of them likes the guy from Texas, that Jackson. Yeah, Jackson Hayes. 2 of my scouts love him and say, watch him in 4 years pop. So I just think if I'm the Lakers with LeBron, I'm looking for guarantees, not could develop into.
I understand from the Lakers' perspective trading this pick. That makes sense because you do need to put everything that you can around LeBron right now.
Yeah.
That said, the Lakers haven't really done the best job of putting people around LeBron that make LeBron better. If we talk about they did bring in a lot of veterans last year. It was the meme dream team.
Right.
But even when they brought them in, we were like, what are they doing? Okay, maybe they know something that we don't know, or maybe LeBron really does have relationships with all these guys, or maybe there's some crazy concoction that they have brewing. As we learned, that wasn't the case. So I don't know who exactly they're going to trade for with this number 4 pick. It is still a good pick.
Yeah.
If you feel you can trust your scouts and your culture and your organization to make the right decision.
If you go back the last 20 years, there's generally 8 domestic players who sign a 3rd NBA contract. So the 4th pick, if you know what you're doing, you get a good player.
Right, if you know what you're doing.
You'll get a good player. Good God, Kyle Kuzma and Josh Hart can play. Look where they picked them. So,
we can throw so many examples out there of great
Draymond Green's a star in the NBA.
Thompson. But from the Lakers' perspective, it's not the worst decision to try and trade for a veteran.
Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd